Yes, my people, good day. How are you feeling today? Hope you're feeling great. This video here, we're putting the Audi 2.7 back together. So this is the thermostat where the thermostat resides. And I am just cleaning off some residue that was there before I put it in. This is the new thermostat. The O-ring fits there. And that's the little jiggler. So that goes to the top. That's the little air bubbles when you're filling it back up. So when you install it, make sure it is pointing 12 o'clock. This thermostat housing, I bought a new one actually off of Amazon. Notice that I put the bolt through first so I can use it as a little alignment agent. So I'll know I'm in the right spot. Then I put the second one in. There is one all the way out to the end that keeps everything aligned. So I catch that one next. But notice I don't tighten this one up first. I just kind of catch it, get it going, and then I tighten up the two on the thermostat because they are the most important to make sure that everything is sealed up and sitting flush. So I'll do these first, these two first. And granted, I ain't break out no torque wrenches, but this is a 10mm bolt. So, you know, don't over tighten it. And it's plastic too, so you just get it good and tight. The way Audi designed these cam gears on these camshafts is they're not keyed on, they are pressed on. So I am preparing to remove the cam gear, not really remove it, but I am going to press it off the cam gear so I can spin it freely to put the timing belt back on. The reason I am doing this is because I doubted that the timing was in the right position. I posted the video prior to this one and I set the base timing. And if you do not do it in this manner meaning you are pressing off the cam gears so that they are freewheeling on the camshaft, then you use the camshaft tool to line everything back up perfect, and that way you can get the timing belt on perfect with the right tooth and everything will be right. I had to go all the way to the foundation and come back up, so I'm not taking any shortcuts. This is a tool. It is actually, this is not the Audi tool. This is a universal snap-on puller, and I made it work. And then when it jumps off like this, it is trying to jam itself right into your radiator fins. So you just trying to do a repair, end up having to do a radiator as well. So just make sure that you have like a piece of cardboard or something in front of the fins of the radiator, because if something can happen, it will happen. A little side note, before I go any further, what am I doing here? I am doing something unorthodox here. I am putting my own alignment mark on the crank pulley and on the front cover because there's no mark there from Audi. They want you to do all this work, and you see how much work it took for me just to be able to install the tool. Just in the future, there will be for me to go back in here again, and I am putting my own mark. So this is what I'm talking about. When you put the belt on, the cam gear is loose, so you're free to turn it to wherever until the tooth lines up perfectly. And then now the most important part now is because both cam gears are loose, to rotate maybe like a half a tooth or something. When you get to the point where you install the tool, the alignment tool, you see that bar that I have there, and I'm getting ready to now pull the pin on the tensioner. When the tensioner starts to tension, the belt rotates a little bit, just a little bit. And if the gears were locked, it would not be able to slide along the path it needs to get the timing perfect. Right, a few people always talking about torque wrenches, torque. You're not torquing your stuff. You're not torquing your stuff. Well, times like these on the camshaft, I don't play no games. You understand? So it calls for tooth belt sprocket to camshaft, 55 Newton meters. Notice I said Newton meters, not 55 foot-pound. You understand? So 55 Newton meter isn't not really a lot. Let me see why it probably around almost 60 foot-pound. So that's where we're going. So this is a torque wrench. 55 Newton meters. Boom. Right there, so. Boom, right there, so. You lock it in. I don't know how well you can see it. It's really kind of small on here. So 55 Newton meter, maybe. So in times like these, we use this for a torque wrench. So we're going to torque the cam bolt 55 Newton meter. Bam. That cam bolt uses a 16. And that's what we're using. Let's go. And that's it. Good. A few people say that after it clicks the first time, don't click it a second time. I know it to not turn it past the click, but it's kind of up for debate. Educate me on this. I feel like if you click it and don't turn it past the click, should be good. Now, doing this type of work, one thing, let me remind you, your confidence will be tested on a regular basis, and you have to have the confidence in yourself to know that you did it right. See, I'm starting this thing back up and it's cutting back off and it's running like garbage. Now you start thinking, did I get it right? Did I mess something up? No, you did not mess anything up. You didn't mess anything up at all. What happened is the battery was disconnected. It needs to relearn base idle, so it runs like crap. Then the timing cover was touching on the belt, so it was making that crazy noise. And here it is running smoothly now after you went through all of that heartache and pain just a few moments ago. So be confident. You did good. Rookie mistake segment. I thought I'd be able to get the fan on with the charge pipe on, but nope. Time to backtrack. Left hand thread too. So it spin this way to tighten. It spin this way. Metro. This way. Last time it went right up, the echo. This is a bad boy, Alright. Then we're going to set. This is a bad boy, Then you're going to get your in that thing. And that's it. Notice I'm using my left hand to hold and prevent the pulley from turning while I am using the air hammer with this tool attached to do the tightening. Woo, yes, my people, good day. We're out here test driving the Audi right now, and let me tell you, I already know that a few of you are going to be distracted and zero in on the check engine light. It needs cats, but this old thing and the state that I live in don't do emissions. I'm not spending no $1,000 on no cats. This thing run way different. Sometimes you have to take the long road and do the thing right, so you can get the right result. Because let me tell you, this thing has not driven like this in years. You used to step on the throttle and it just bog down and then it'll go. Now it just take off. Boy, let me tell you, peppy. Woo! Yes. Even though it was a lot of work, getting the tool in to set the base timing correct, definitely worth it. Rolling out. And don't forget to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel.